Finished inductive tent 1. So today will be approach is total management, then role of information technology and software in supporting continuous quality improvement and continuous quality improvement in practice. So we will be just covering different kind of approaches in today's session. So in today's session, most probably we'll cover the approaches to quality management and then the implication and the contribution in the total quality management. It is quite self-explanatory. I will leave it as a homework for you. You can just go through those slides at your leisure time or at your convenience. You can go through because these points are very repetitive and they are linked with the total quality management and quality concept. One, I mean, one way or other way. So it is just connecting with quality management. So in the quality management field, there are different kind of the approaches which contributes or helps to implement the concept of quality management in the organization. And as we discussed yesterday, that quality management is a cornerstone in the field of quality and in the field of operation management, quality, continuous quality improvement. So, yeah. So we are going one by one, we are going to explore these techniques. If we can see mainly by utilizing different techniques, they are contributing toward increasing the quality. They're making your processes efficient through speed, through reducing the waste in your processes. So mainly they are working around these three processes. So they which are contributing in the modern quality management science today. So we will be exploring some techniques are very conventional techniques, old techniques, and there are some other techniques and tools specifically from the IT side. They they are contributing significantly to bring a revolutionary change in the quality management side and same time in the processes, sorry, in the process management or in the process efficiency. So if we talk about just in time, it is approach. Basically, this helps to minimize the inventory level by delivering material just whenever needed. You are not going to stock the material in your in your storerooms, and you are not going to pay any kind of storage cost and carrying cost of the stock or inventory level. So it also focus or brings efficiency in your processes because it helps in streamlining your workflow and it reducing unnecessary inventory, enhancing basically to enhance the overall production flow. So there is a smooth flow, so it makes your process efficient. If we can see it, it is grounded or it works around the concept of the lean thinking and Toyota production system, which we have already discussed in the session 1. So in that, from that perspective, the lean thinking is about continuously improving operation to increase value by eliminating waste, all kind of waste. It could be in terms of time, in your processes. So you just find the way how you can eliminate the processes, increase value through reducing the cost. Okay, so if we can see it just in time encourage a culture of continuous improvement because they strive for more efficient and flexible operation in every aspects of production. So it is mainly or core related with the production operations. So if we can see there are some there are now implications. I mean, how it connects. You are going to connect the dot while utilizing JIT or just-in-time approach in the business is how it can bring the improvement in your processes. So there are some factor. Quite self-explanatory. I was talking about these one, explanation and contribution. So I will leave this one for you as a work or home assignment, and you can go through during your later time. The second approach is a lean management. We have though already discussed this one in previous session also. But again, quickly, if we see lean management is also about work around reducing waste in all form, time, material, energy to increase efficiency. So and bring the value in your production operations or in your processes. So this is the main focus of lean management is reducing the waste. Okay. So it try to deliver more value to customer using fewer resources, enhancing quality and operation efficiency. It also tried to identify and eliminating non-value adding activity. Finds out which activities are not adding value in the process, in time consuming, but they are not useful. They just try to eliminate those steps from the processes. Okay. If we can see lean management, it is just working around lean thinking, and it works around value stream mapping and Toyota production approaches. So it works around, it has taken inspiration from there, where they are try to use a value stream mapping. What is a value stream mapping? In this case, what they do, they try to visualize and analyze the current um, state of current processes. So all the processes, it is a basically series of tasks. So they see what are their current processes look like, and they draw another process. They want to see how our process should be. So the improved version, they compare the version, they find the in the processes, find which tasks are efficient, which tasks are and consuming and non-value adding factors, they try to remove those things. So basically, lean management inspired by value stream mapping technique also. So they add that technique and lean management. So it has to bring value in their processes, improves your processes, and contributes toward the continuous improvement. So there is a kind of the implication, or you can say the benefit in the field of operations management by utilizing lean management approach. Okay. So then there was another approach, we call it the quality circles. Okay. We remember we discussed the quality circle yesterday. Basically, it is related to a participatory management technique. So where they just encourage the involvement of employees in the decision-making process. Okay. This technique also came from the Japan. Okay. And basically, by doing this thing, if ever you include your employees in decision-making process, not only it enhances the quality of your operation, but it leads toward the satisfaction of your employee, which is very important for the performance and for the productivity of your employees, which leads toward the value addition in terms of better productivity and leading toward the cost reduction. So what happened in this case, you make the small teams basically working on the identification of the problem and bringing the solution related to their jobs, related to their processes. So these people, they conduct regular meetings and where they discuss the issue, identify the issue, they make the analysis, and then come up with the workable and doable solution, which are just moving around the quality and efficient performance of their operations or their processes. So the primary focus is there. So if we can see, it is grounded in the participatory management and team dynamic concepts. It is inspired by them. Okay. So as I explained already, it just try to engage your and try to enhance their satisfaction and to motivate. So there are some kind of the benefit in enhancing the employee management, quality improvement. I would like to explain this point. When employees are close, because the employees, they work on the daily basis on the day-to-day task. So as much as they monitor the processes, nobody is aware of those processes, even your higher management. So they work very closely to the work processes, so they can find out, they are in the better position to spot out the problem in those processes, and they can give the better suggestion how these processes can be improved. So there are some other kind of benefits it brings to the organization when we are utilizing quality circle technique in the organization, and it demonstrate how it is working toward the total quality management. Okay. So you can read these points in your free time. Okay. So there is another approach, we call it a statistical process control. So this is another technique, and we have already discussed this technique previously. But if we talk about this one, this technique, as the name is demonstrating statistical process control. So basically, this technique is, of course, data driven. It uses the data and charts, but mainly it focuses on monitoring and controlling process variability or variations to ensure consistent high quality output, which leads to customer requirement. So it just monitor if any kind of the inconsistency is happening in your production processes or any processes, just identify. If any variations are coming there, it means it is leading toward the errors and problems of final product. Okay. So it just want to bring the stability in your processes. So it reduce or eliminate unwanted process variation, sorry. So it just try to eliminate unwanted process variation, and it tries to keep your processes stable and predictable. Okay, which definitely ultimately leads toward consistent quality and efficiency. So it is this tool use statistic tools. Okay, this approach use statistical tool like control charts, histogram, and Pareto charts. So these charts helps to analyze the process data, and through this data analysis, they can identify trends. If there are any kind of, too much variation in the trends, it has to figured out some kind of the issues in your production processes. So this is how you can use a statistical tool. Okay. So it is just grounded in theoretical foundation and root cause analysis, this approach. Okay. And yeah, so it is just grounded in these principles. It is inspired, or it works around theoretical foundation, and it works by root cause analysis, where they're just trying to find out what is causing the problem. They're just trying to figure out those causes and fix the problem, fix those solution. And as it is driven approach, so it give you the concrete evidence. The data is there, which is reflecting where the problem is happening. So it helps to improve your processes based on those data, based on that feedback. Okay, and then so if we utilize this one, it reduce mainly focus on reducing variability. As I told you, data driven, so it has been decision making I already explained, but the rest of the things you can lead toward these points yourself. They are very like a self-explanatory, and if you will see most of these approaches when you will their application, more or less they are working toward these customer satisfaction. They are improving your capabilities, cost saving. I mean, improving your quality. So such more or less they are working towards same point or bringing same advantages. But everyone come with some kind of the distinct benefits also. So that's why we use different approaches at different times to achieve different quality improvement objectives. Then architecture, very self-explanatory. I mean, it means it is working, it is corely about working on or bringing improvement on your architecture. So if we talk about the process architecture, so it is mainly focused on structural design of your processes. So try to focus on designing the structure and the flow of processes within an organization. You decide what will be the flow of the process, what will be the first step, what will be the second step, third step. It should be very rational, logical, and mindful process. So, and the same time, they also work on how these steps will integrate and interact with each other to work smoothly and to make the process efficient, reducing the time and maybe the resources. Is to modernizing or restructuring the process and the and of course it should be aligned with the organizational objective. If the objective is to reduce the cost, then it should be designed around where it has to reduce the cost. So it brings definitely it brings a resource efficiency. If you are making the new resources, then you need to focus on to utilize the best use of the resources or using less resources. Okay. If we can talk about its theoretical inspiration, so it works, it has taken like, mm, it is inspired by the process architecture. Sorry, yeah, it is grounded in business process management theory, and it also, and theory, yeah, there are the two theories. So it is grounded in system theory and it is grounded in the business process management. So just quickly explain these parts. Business process management need to manage and improve process. And system theory, I already yesterday, we work how the different parts of the processes are or component of the process are connected or interrelated and how they work together to achieve the desired goal. So you connect the different component into the one system. So process architecture is inspired by that principle. So they just try to combine the processes or design the processes in a way where you integrate different tasks or different tasks into one process in the logical way and in uh, in uh, in a logical way where they can achieve the goal of efficiency through quality and through speed. Okay. So if we can see, now there are explanation of these explanation of the process architecture. If we utilize process architecture in organization, so what kind of the benefit it will bring? I already explained that strategic advantage there when you are a process when you're designing processes, you need to ensure that it is and with the organization objective, which leads toward gaining the strategic alignment, the objective of strategic alignment. Okay. Do you have any question, Keith, from this slide or of whatever we have covered so far? I think he is not there. So there is a tabular explanation. They have consolidated all the techniques in the in one table where you can make a better analysis about the approaches, which approach is having a main focus in what area of quality improvement sector. And then it is also telling what kind of the theoretical framework or what kind of principle they are integrating in these approaches, and then explanation, contribution, or kind of implication or of these approaches management, quality management field. So from we can see that each tool offer unique, each approach is offering us a unique tools and techniques. Okay. If we can some techniques, some approaches are offering process efficiency, some processes focusing on employee involvement, and some approaches focusing on statistical analysis or data-driven methods to bring the improvement in the data-driven approaches to bring the improvement in your current processes and operation. So you can't use just one approach at one time. So most of the time they work in conjunction. You have one approach or supporting another approach. So sometimes you need these approaches need to work in conjunction. So if you want to get the comprehensive or you want to develop the well-rounded total quality management approach, then it is suggested try to use more than one approaches to get the effective outcome. So now we are going to, we are going to explore this role of information on the news. We discussed it from IT perspective, for your technology perspective, yesterday's lesson, but we are going to include information technology role also in quality management. Hi, Keith, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So sorry, I think so. Maybe you just left the message, but I can see there was an internet issue. So I have done this part also. Yeah, I didn't cover much of the session. I just explained this part, approaches to the total quality management. If you can see all the approaches which we have explained over here, they just consolidated in a one table, and it is just giving you the proper overview of all the approaches, like what is the primary focus of each approach and what kind of the theoretical framework each approach is using, or these approaches are grounded in what kind of the theoretical framework. I have already explained all these parts, so you don't need to worry much about that. So don't worry that you have missed much of the session. Okay, now we are just going to explore role of information technologies and software in supporting continuous quality improvement. So bringing improvement in quality improvement from the quality improvement perspective. So today we are embedding information technology part also. If we are using information technology and software, and they help organization to make informed decisions because they collect, they analyze data, and they provide insight that drive quality improvements. So based on that data, they can do the analysis, they can do the comparisons, and they are in the better position how they are going to bring the improvement in their processes. Okay, and maybe the production rate, if it is a low or if it is a high as compared to the previous data set, then they are in the better position. They can find out where they are going, where they are heading. They are on track after the mark, or they are lagging behind with their target, with their set targets. Okay, automation of routine tasks. This is another benefit of IT and software, the use of IT and softwares. Okay, so you can use different kind of the software which can automate your repetitive task, improve efficiency, and freeing up the resources for higher value activities. Okay. The use of IT and software systems enable real-time feedback. You can get the real-time feedback through the system in identifying issues quickly and taking corrective actions to improve quality. So then and there you can make the quality improvement actions. Okay. So this may mean in real time they are telling, oh, the problem is happening there. Maybe you can stop the process, or you can check, you can bring some kind of corrective action there, and you can avoid any kind of wastage of resources. So if you see the technology framework, it is created, different kind of the software. It is using or working around information system success model. Then there is another model, the science support system and the knowledge management system. They are using such kind of the system which are making their processes efficient. I will explain each of these processes. Okay. Mm, if we talk about the information system success model, so this model actually suggests that the quality of information and system are crucial for the success of IT in continuous quality improvement. So they emphasize the stress on the quality of information. Mean your information also should be accurate. If you are having the wrong information, then it is giving you the wrong data. Then based on the wrong information, you will be leading toward the wrong decision, which could be the disaster for your organization, or maybe it is giving you suboptimal result in the system. So the quality of information also should be very crucial if you are utilizing information technology in the field of continuous quality improvement. Or okay, so this decision support system. So this kind of the system helps manager make better decision because you are having the data, and then in the system you have some kind of the integrated tools which helps to analyze the data. Okay, maybe in the form of the charts, in the form of the trends. So they analyze the data. Based on these analysis and modeling techniques, managers can find out which option is better, which option is not working good for them. So they are in a better position to take or to choose the best option for their processes, for their businesses. So they help the manager with the decision making also to choose the best option amongst various options or scenarios. Similarly, organization develop the knowledge management system. So in this system, they capture the information and they utilize knowledge. All the team member, everybody has access at the central point of this this knowledge management system is at the central location in your system, so everybody can connect this system, and access to the data is quick, and informations are readily available. So it enhances the decision making and support continuous learning for quality improvement. So your organization learning or employees learning is also very important for the quality improvement in your organization or the productivity of the organization. This is how we can link knowledge management system. So there are many, and this is the implication and contribution of IT and software in CQI or CQI field. So you can read these one, okay? Yourself, I can tell you these are very self-explanatory, but in case if you have any question, in next session you can just bring your queries and we can discuss those things. So if we include uh, the utilization of IT and information in the field of continuous quality improvement, it is not only helping with improving the existing or traditional operation processes, but we must say they are introducing new capabilities or new ways of doing the businesses and enhancing the processes, performance and efficiency. They bring more flexibility to organization in their processes. They are making their processes more customer centric by delivering the quality product and services and of course they help they are bringing data driven solution which are giving kind of the surety of making the right decision, and of course ultimately they are bringing efficiency in your operations, which is leading toward the competitiveness in the market. Okay, but there is another factor which we need to consider when you are utilizing when you are different implementation in challenges. Maybe it disrupt your existing processes, existing procedures. Okay, so you need to focus on proper implementation. And when you are implementing the new system and you are using new software, employee training is also very mandatory and critical element to run the whole system efficiently. Okay, and you need to focus on the change management also, because whenever you try to bring the changes, you need to face some kind of the resistance also. So you need to work on the change management practices, or you need to utilize the change management in effective way to convince everyone for the implementation of the new system or use of the new technology. So now we are going to explore another part of quality improvement. Uh, we are going to explore how we can use these approaches in practice. More or less, it is honestly same whatever we have explained so far. Maybe you will find some kind of sometime some concepts are repetitive. We are repeating over and over again, but you will but ultimately, you will find everyone is, all these approaches are working toward the quality and toward the continuous quality improvement objective. So, in the field of continuous quality improvement, and in the field of operation management, product quality and process quality improvement is very important. These are two different areas of the quality improvement, different practices, and but maybe people just overlap sometimes these concepts, but they are entirely different. And we will explore the differences between these two concepts. But these two concepts play a very important role to achieve continuous quality in your business. So we talk about mhm, yeah. So there is a kind of a criteria which help us to differentiate between two concepts, where requirements, specification, and customer specification. Customer expectation. We will explore in next slide. So if we see the primary focus of these two approaches, product quality improvement. This is primarily is just focus on the performance of product or the service itself, because product quality improvement, so they're just focusing on the enhancement or the performance of the product or quality itself. So they just try to meet the customer expectation from product and product perspective, and I'll explain in the next. The process quality improvement on the process improvement. Your top your processes. So basically, you want to bring the efficiency and effectiveness and agility in your processes. Agility means if you want to change your processes from one product to another product, so you don't need a require extra effort. You can smoothly switch from one product production to another product production. So these, if we talk about the product quality improvement and process quality improvement, they are embedded in PDCA cycle and performance excellent program and lean management, where it is working toward reducing waste, and where PDCA just focusing on reducing the error in your processes. Okay, so all of these frameworks just try to or focus to enhance the product quality, process quality, or both. So product quality improvement and process quality improvement using these framework to achieve the objective of product quality improvement and process quality improvement. So quickly we will just make a comparison between the both approaches. Compliance, so in product quality improvement, we talk about these things. So there are some guidelines from the government of your product should be in terms of safety, meets the set standard, guideline, and regulation. Okay. Process quality, it ensures, so it tries to ensure that your processes are meeting the compliance requirement. Okay, whatever the processes are, they are following those processes. If they are following and complying those requirement, okay, then ultimately it is helping to produce a quality product which are meeting the standard and which are indirectly meeting the regulations requirement also. Okay. Specification, if you talk about, so in product quality, it focuses on meeting or exceeding design and function specification, mean for iPhone mobile design, and in terms of functional specification, touch mobile or privacy features. So these functionality, it works around that one. Process quality, they just work around optimizing their processes, and the same time they try to achieve the desired or set specification consistently. So they want to bring consistency in your processes. Every time when you are making a product, it is just meeting the same specific requirement and delivering the same product every time. Customer expectation point of view. So product quality, just customer centric approach. They just want to focus on customer satisfaction by providing a high quality product. So where process quality is concerned, they just focus on the process efficiency. So definitely in the quality system. So it is not like indirect contribute to the production by uh, product and with the good quality and with good quality standards. Process efficiency. So when we talk about product quality, doesn't contribute to directly aimed at improving efficiency of the processes, but can result from efficient processes. If there are efficient processes are there, so it is definitely helps toward the product quality, but it is not directly involved in the efficient processes. So if we talk about the process quality, they are corely focused on improving efficiency. They can use lean, reducing waste techniques there. So this is a main difference between both of them. Name explain itself. Product quality, just focusing around the product, standard of the product, quality of the product. Processes, they are just focusing around on the consistency of the processes, efficiency of the processes, consistency of the processes. These are the contribution we have already explained in this table. Okay. Again, we talk about this part we have already discussed, statistical process control. Okay. So we are going to speed up how it is contributing to the quality. We discussed already, this is a these are the this is a statistical process control approach. It focuses on tracking process performance over the time. It helps organization identify deviation or variances in their processes, which can lead to the quality issue. And normally it identify abnormality early, and then it has to timely intervention to prevent defects and improve overall process quality. And it is just around statistical and control theory, control chart, do, plan, do, and check, act, PDCA cycle. So it works around these one. So statistical and control theory, they use the data and control the charts. They use data, they use control charts to track and analyze the process stability and variability. If they through these charts, they can read, they can analyze if their processes are stable or if there is any kind of variation. If there are variation, it means it is leading toward the issues and problem. Okay. So if we can see overall SPC or statistical process control, it plays a vital role in total quality management because it focuses on processes remain consistent, reliable, and capable of delivering quality product and services. So they bring a consistency, and consistency is very important in the quality field. If every time you are producing the different product, the same product, but the quality is different, then it is leading toward some kind of dissatisfaction from the customer side. Okay. So if we see on last, yes, diagnose and reduction, error, you can anticipate these error at early stage. You can read it yourself. Okay. So the next part, this is for variation in product quality and process quality. It is very important. So there are some root causes of variation in your product quality and process quality. Why it happens? Maybe the quality in the quality management field they have divided. There could be the many reason, but they have divided into two main fields. One is a common cause variation, and the second one is special cause variation. So if we talk about these variation, common cause variation, mostly it exists in the system, in your processes, and it occurs naturally due to normal functioning of the process. Maybe your employees they made some changes in the process when they were doing the task. So they just intervene the functions or the process. So maybe something is in within the system. So it can affect the consistency, but not usually leading to defects. Okay. So common cause is variation. There could be the little variation in your processes, but it is not leading to the defects. But when we talk about the special cause variation, so these could be specific irregular event or external factor, maybe the temperature, maybe the lighting that can disrupt the normal process, and often it results in defects or anomalies or abnormalities in your outputs. Okay, so if common cause variation, it is inherent in the systems. Some kind of the reasons happening within the system. Special cause variation, it could be any irregular event, external factor, okay, which can brings changes in your processes and it result in the defects. So basically, it works on the root cause analysis. In this system, mostly they try to focus on the causes, which thing is causing a problem. Okay. And then they can isolate because they have a two variation common, and special they find out if it is a common cause variation or if it is a special cause variation. Then it becomes easy for them to find the corrective action by anticipating if it by figuring out if it is common or if it is a special cause variation. Okay. If we can see, it is this approach, the reason it works in statistical process control. Okay, cause and effect approach. They are using this approach. Okay, so these approaches definitely helping to figure out what are the causes, and they try to just focus on those causes. They try to target those causes, and they want to get the benefit. Uh, they want to it and they want to solve the problems and bring their so there are implications. You can read these implications yourself. Now there is a Taguchi-Loss function. What is this function? If we talk about this function, so it is basically mathematical function. Basically, it calculates the societal and economic loss that arises when a product or process deviate from its target situation. So if you have already set the target to meet that one, and within the range, if the range of between 2 to 4, so even between 2 to 4, if it still it is in the range, if it is in the 3, then it is going to 3.1, 3.2. If there are any kind of the variation in the within the limit also, still it can anticipate those variation, and and then so those variation which help us to just minimize those variation at the right time or well in advance to stop the defects. So the basic or main goal of Taguchi function is to reduce the variations in the processes or products to minimize the loss incurred by deviation. So which help to higher quality and customer satisfaction. Okay. And this function also support the goal of total quality management and COI, continuous quality improvement, continuously reducing variation and improving quality to avoid loss at both the organization and societal level. It uses a robust design technique which seeks to make product and processes less sensitive to variation and external factor, and they bring some kind of the stability in their processes and leads toward the better and overall performance. So they are just want to bring the stability, the focus. They want to bring the stability in the processes, which is a part of the continuous improvement or total quality management, the stability of the process. If your processes are not stable, every time the problems are arising there, every time there are some kind of uh, uh, variations are happening there. So it means they are not producing the quality output. So there is a one formula you can use it to calculate the actual value, and it can help to calculate the loss from the variation. Okay. So if we see, this is a very customer-centric approach, and it is helping us not only to calculate the, physical loss, monetary loss, but it also help us to calculate societal loss also. So, an economically efficient way of thinking about quality management. Okay, so you can see what kind of benefit they can bring if we utilize this one in the field of the process improvement. Okay. There is another technique, Pocoyoke. It means mistake proofing or error proofing. So it is focusing on to remove the error from your processes. So it is mainly focused on preventing the error immediately in your processes. For example, in your manufacturing process or service delivery processes. So they design the process in such a way so that mistake either cannot happen or are immediately noticeable and correctable. So which leads toward higher quality and reliability in the final products or services. So it tried to eliminate potential mistake by making it impossible for errors to occur. So it makes the errors impossible to occur, or it implements system that quickly highlight mistakes to fix them on the spot. Okay, so these concepts also fits largely with quality framework like total quality management and continuous quality improvement. It fits with both of them, where the focusing on continuously improving processes to enhance the quality. It also connect with the PDCA cycle. You know what the PDCA cycle is. It basically PDCA cycle emphasize the proactive building of a quality into the processes rather than inspecting or correcting errors afterward. So they want to design the process in a way where you error will not occur at first place. They are not focusing if anything happened and then you are correcting at later stage. You want to fix everything from the beginning. Okay. So these are implications of this approach. You see. So in summary, these all techniques are other helping or support quality improvement and participating toward the total quality management. Six Sigma approach, we already discussed this approach also, but we quickly go through with this approach, what this approach says. Six Sigma is also a data-driven methodology. It helps to improve process quality, and it also focus on eliminating defects and minimizing variation in your processes. Its main focus or contribution is zero defects as possible. They want to minimize your defects in your production as possible. So their target is 3.4 defects per million opportunities. If you are creating a million products, so the defect rate should be 3.4 defects. Okay. So it also works around and try to identify and eliminate causes of defects in the process. So cause and effect relationship, they work on the causes. What is causing the problem? What is causing what are the causes of the defects and in the processes? So they just figured out these things and they try to bring some corrective action in their processes and improve their processes, which leads toward zero defect approach. Okay. This is also combined the concepts of total quality management, statistical process, and lean methodology because it is a data-driven methodology. So definitely they are using statistical process control where they're using different data chart, they're analyzing the data, and based on the data, they're finding inefficiencies in processes. If we could talk about this one, they are using some kind of different methodologies. One is called define, measures, analyze, improve, and control. So they use this methodologies to improve existing system. If any system is already existing, if to find out where are the problem, they use demand approach for designing the new processes free. Then they utilize another framework which called define, measure, analyze, design, and verify. So this is for the new system. So both approaches has to bring efficiency in their processes and error-free or defect-free processes. So it is also leading toward quality improvement and total quality. Okay, so there are the key like contribution and implication of this part. Now we see the quality improvement. So nowadays the focus at quality improvement is not just should not be limited to only one department. It should be part of the whole organization. It should run across whole organization and should run across all the organization function. You can't see it as an independent function. So basically, I think so. In not I think so. Definitely, they try to emphasize it should be a core cross organizational activity, not a one single or one department activity. So they are stressing and view quality as an organization-wide responsibility. It shouldn't be limited to a specific department like quality control or quality assurance department. And I think it should be embedded into all aspects of the organization. Everyone should be responsible towards the total quality management, from leadership to frontline workers. So we talk about quality as a cross organization. So they are using it as an approach, quality as a cross organization. So if we see it is just inspired or consolidate the concept of system theory, resource-based view or balanced scorecard view, where they are just using the holistic approach where they want to make it organization-wide responsibility. Uh, yeah, they want to make quality as a organization-wide responsibility. It shouldn't be a responsibility of one department. If we talk about the system theory, it try to connect different unit within an organization, resource-based view, leveraging on organization capability and resources to achieve sustainable competitive. We also discussed that one. Incorporate both financial and non-financial performance metrics to provide a comprehensive view of organizational performance. So they are consolidating these theories, okay, which are all helping or working toward holistic improvement of the organization. So in Crux, nowadays the focus of this approach is quality shouldn't be limited to one department. It should be a cross organizational activity because then it brings holistic improvement. Okay, so By utilizing these framework, balance scorecard, it has to set the quality or some kind of the metrics from the different areas of the organization, from customer perspective, from the processes perspective, from your learning perspective. You are bringing quality from all perspectives. It gives a holistic improvement, and you can set the quality target from all the side of the organization. Okay, employee engagement, you can read these points. These are very, very like self-explanatory points. And customer centric, involving all department in quality improvement. Customer satisfaction is more likely to be considered a common organization goal. So it is a customer centric approach where you want to deliver a good quality, good product, which is only possible when everybody is striving and working together toward quality improvement initiatives. Okay, when everyone is utilizing or exercising a culture of quality improvement in the organization. Okay, when there is departments are working together, I think so they are in a better condition to come up with the innovations. Okay, innovation in the product, innovation in your product or services, and definitely then when you're working in teams in collaboration, you can come up with the ideas, uh, resource of among and toward the mean extra is it is reducing the waste overall. So we are done with the today's session. We have covered approaches to the total quality management, role of IT and information technology, and technology in continuous quality improvement. We have explained these approaches today, and we are finished. We are done with today's task. In next week, we will be starting learning outcome number 4. As a homework, whatever the approaches we have used, they have some kind of implication. More or less, they are bringing some repetitive benefit, but some approaches are coming with a distinct benefit. So to in crux, if you want to just make a well-rounded quality strategy or quality management strategy, then you need to embed more than one approaches into your system. Okay. It is very important to read books and journal for the deeper understanding. So there are some books and journal available on the Moodle. So please read those. Go for extra reading for deeper understanding of these concepts. So I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, I just forgot to mention there is a problem in my camera. So that's why I couldn't turn my camera on. Hopefully by next session it will be fixed.